People are dying by the thousands. Tens of thousands of people dying every day. They can't dig graves fast enough. But we got to keep reopening, man. We got to keep reopening. Let them die. Keep reopening. Alright, welcome back, folks. Thanks for tuning in. You know, that don't make a lot of sense to me. I mean, people dying the way they're dying, and outbreaks kicking up in like 22 states in the U.S. alone. But, you know, let them die. Keep opening, man. Keep pushing. I know you can't close the country down and keep it closed, but wow. Okay, on this, this is a Martin kit guitar here. And I'll hold it up here and show it to you. I'll bring you over here and show you closer in a minute. There's what it looked like. It's a Martin kit guitar. It's mostly put together. The owner tells me it's got locating pins in the bridge. The owner tells me that he don't think the bridge is in the right place. So we're going to check that today. Let's do it! Okay, I got the locating pins in right here. The bridge is fixed down. Let me, there's a couple of ways we can do this. First, I'm going to measure from the edge. If the neck's on there straight, I'm going to measure from the edge, and we're going to check that neck joint in a minute too. Because I don't know, the owner said he was building this guitar in a 32-hour class. I'll let you read the letter. And after 32 hours, this is as far as he got. Nobody could build a guitar in 32 hours. We're going to check the neck joint later, but I'm going to measure from the edge of the fretboard right there back to the very front of the bridge. And on this side, it is 7 inches and 1/16 exactly. And on this side, it's also 7 inches and 1/16. So I have the nut here. There's the locating pins. This is, by the way, a nut blank and saddle blank. So there's a lot of work to be done to this nut. Yeah, that's just a nut bone blank. There's no grooves in it or anything. I'm going to set it right there. And we're going to take this little device, set this down over the nut, and measure down to the 12th fret and adjust this. See, I can move this up and down the thing. I'm going to set this, actually got it backwards. I'm going to set this right over top of the nut, with the nut in place. This has got, let me show you here, it's got 2 little pins in it. I don't know if you can see those pins right there where my fingers are resting on the pins. Can you see them? Yeah, there, I think you can see them. I can't see shit up close. So I'm going to put the nut in place. It's not glued in or anything, but it's in the proper area. I'm going to screw this down here to where these pins rest on the 12th fret. And I'm going to tighten that up. Now we have an exact measurement from the nut to the 12th fret. I want to make sure that's right because the nut's loose. Yeah, it's dead on the money. So then we can take the nut out and measure from the 12th fret. These pins should go right where the saddle goes. And it's dead on the money, man. Yeah. You can't see back here on this back side. I know you can't see that, but those pins rest with this on the 12th fret right here. And it's resting right over the fret. These pins back here are dead center of where the saddle's going to sit. So the bridge is in the right place. Let me check it again and make absolutely sure. Put the nut back in. It goes like that. Rest this on the nut. You can feel it set into the nut. And we're dead on the money here with the pins on the 12th fret. So now we want to set this on the 12th fret. That sets down on the 12th fret, you see. It sets down on there and locks in place. And then when I come back here and look, It's dead on the money, man. The bridge and locating pins are exactly perfectly right. The owner told me that the guy that did this, set the bridge in this place, screwed up a bunch of other guitars. I'm glad he didn't put any finish under the bridge, so we don't have that to clean up. That's good. We do got to glue the bridge on it. Let me just leave that off for right now because I want to check. Like I say, the owner said he was sure he got a good fit on this dovetail joint. Now that needs to be sealed around there. I see some bare wood in here. I'm going to seal that with wood glue. Just put a tiny bead all around. You've seen me do it before in videos. Going to do it on this guitar and seal that. I have to go get a rag, a wet cloth. And when we tune the guitar up, when we finally put strings on it and tune it up, with that sealed, we're going to tell if that joint moves any at all, because I'm going to run glue here and here and over here on this side. And if it moves any at all, it's going to break that seal. But what I was going to do right now was just, I'm applying pressure to the back of the guitar back here and up on the neck up here, like string stress would do. And it is solid as a rock. Solid as a rock, man. It's not moving any at all. So let me go get a wet cloth. We'll just go ahead and seal this right now while we're geared up to do it. There's the bridge pins. There's a bone saddle blank he sent. It needs to be shaped, as does the nut, the newt. Put that back in there so I don't screw around and lose it. Of course, I've got a bunch of nut blanks that are in a lot more rawer shape than that. Alright, let me go get a cloth, wet cloth, and some glue, and we'll seal this up right now. Hold on. Alright, welcome back. All I'm going to do here is make sure this area is clean. It's got a damp paper towel here. This glue is not going to hold anything, okay? It's not going to hold anything. It's just going to make a seal where I can see a little bit of bare wood around this thing. Alright, all I'm going to do is go in here and pump in a little layer of glue. Same thing on this other side. I don't know if you can see, probably not. If this neck joint moves at all when we put it under string stress, we're going to know it. We are going to know it, man. And that's the whole idea here. See, I'm just going to wipe that out. Wipe it out again a couple of times. Make sure we get all the excess glue off. Same with this side. And we're going to creating a small seal right there with glue. That's perfect. I need to find a spot on the rag that's not got glue on it now. Here we go. Under string stress, now we're going to be able to tell if this thing moves any whatsoever. Because if it moves, it's going to break this seal. It still looks like you can see bare wood through the glue there, but that's glue. And here we go. I'm just going to leave that alone now. Let that set up. And like I say, when we tighten the strings up and put stress down on the guitar, if that neck joint moves the slightest, we're going to know it from that. But I don't think it's going to. It seems like it's solid as a rock. It seems to be solid as a rock. I'll show it the joint to you if I can show you there. So you can see the glue in there. I think maybe you can see it right there a little bit. Alright. It's a done deal. So we know now that the bridge is in the proper place. Well, it will be. So we'll stick it back on there real quickly. This needs to be glued on. He said he sent me those wooden clamps to glue the bridge on, but I've already got some metal clamps I'm going to use on that because I'm used to them. I want to try those wooden ones on some other things before I, use them on a job like this. I'm sure they'd work okay, but I just like to try them on some something that I can experiment with. This I don't want to experiment with. We're going to glue the bridge on later and drill the holes. Have to figure out exactly what size. By the way, here's the letter he sent. I'm just going to hold it up in front of the camera. You can pause the camera and read it. And here's page 2. Hold on. There you go. And I think that's all over without showing you his name. Yeah, hopefully y'all didn't get his name in there. Might have to edit that out. So it just tells me, all the things up to date that the guitar's been through and lived. We got to glue the bridge on, drill the holes, and ring the holes, taper them. And I want to go in here with a mirror and look at the joints and everything inside here before we put string stress on it. Yeah, that looks a lot better now. Now that is all sealed up. Nothing, elements can get into that open where it was open before. Of course, he'll probably put finish over that too. He said he put, I think, French polish on it. That's what it looks like. And he wanted to put more coats on it, but he wanted to wait until the bridge, till it was done. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to do it! Oh yeah, I was going to look and see. I don't feel a place in there to adjust. There it is, truss rod hole. Yeah, okay. I want to check that out too. Make sure the truss rod works. We have to, what do we got to do? It's got brand new frets in it, okay? Got to figure the radius out, level the frets, crown the frets, polish the frets through all the grits of erasers. Just because they're brand new don't mean they're level. So we got all of that to do. That's an expensive job just by itself, the way I do it. And then we got to glue the bridge on, drill the holes, taper the holes. And before all that, inspect the inside of the guitar. I probably won't bring you along for that. I'm just going to get in there with mirrors and lights and check all the braces and joints and everything. But stay tuned, man. It's going to be a fun fix. This is a Martin kit guitar, triple aught D28. So stay tuned to see what she sounds like. Cheers. Thanks for watching. I got cue ball here. You want a cue ball fix? Come here, cue ball. Come here, baby. Come here. Good girl. Oh, it's okay. Look up there and tell them. Tell our YouTube family, say, we love you. What? We love... What? Say it again. We love you. Here we go.